Some people say if it serves a function other than to look at it, it's not art.
The violin maker is an artist.
It has to be an art. It is an art for the creation of art.
I'd say maybe within the violin, those limitations are a little closer. You have to make it sound like a violin.
And I've seen some that are made for not playability, but for just their unique visual characteristic.
I think there are elements of what I'm doing that has that is art, but I don't regard myself as an artist. Never have. I'm a craftsman.
The thing about playing an instrument or making an instrument is that it is just like any work of art. It is your personal expression.
If it has a utility, I think that's a good thing. I'm Ben Liggett, and I'm a luthier, which is also...
My name is Llyod Prins. I'm a Tulsa area guitar builder.
My name is Skarstad from New York, and I'm a violin maker.
My name is Casey Marshall, and I'm the creator of Flying Pig Guitar.
I'm Larry Hefner. I am a luthier, and I build acoustic guitars.
And the room that I'm in right now is where almost everything happens.
Well, actually, I'm not a luthier or a violin maker because they are both. I'm not a maker. I am a person that does bench work on instruments.
To go to the next level of an artist, again, I'm just not comfortable putting myself or even thinking about myself. I don't want to do that. I want to make instruments as well as I can. I want to please my clients, make them happy, because we are working for the musicians.
I learn how to select wood that has the best, what I think are the tone qualities I want. I learned how to select certain cuts. Those are craft skills. I learned how to run machines, hand tools first and then automated CNC. I learned how to write in 3D modeling programs that would run by CNC. Those are craft type skills. And so when I get some of these pieces off the mill, they require handwork. Either me or somebody else here will use hand tools, and so I regard that as a craft, building a tool for the person that's using this tool in the arts.
So when it comes to making a violin, and you have to show this deep reverence and respect for the old makers, up to the point where we're almost copying the shapes, the measurements, to the tenths of millimeter measurements within the instrument, everything. That I've struggled with a little bit, where but then again, I don't want to make a violin that looks totally wild with like stars instead of the F holes or stuff. I'm not interested in that either. I think the way I currently look at it is those old forms, like basically any art form, there are limitations somewhere.
In my market is the electric guitar, country, and rock genre. And there are guys who are building phenomenal pieces of art.
It is an art for the creation of art, in my opinion. And by that I mean every box, every bedpan has something different. If I'm pretty good, but I don't know if any instrument maker could make two absolutely identical.
I'm primarily a visual artist, a painter. I started building these guitars just because it's one of my bucket list things, and would show them to friends, family, you know, and they would say, well, why don't you incorporate your artwork with it?
So many times, like if I'm designing a shape for a guitar body, I literally do draw it out and hang it on the wall and look at it for a long time. I'll think I'll have it perfect, and I'll hang it on the wall, and then I'll come back in the shop the next day, and I'm like, God, I gotta pinch and pull here and there, and I definitely approach it in a similar way to someone painting, at least the visual aspect of it.
Because these works are playable. They are alive through the players, and every different player is going to get a different sound out of the same instrument, perhaps. So it's a very, say that the process is one that's always moving forward, and yet you're continually immersed in the past.
It's a question that clearly I have conflicting perspectives on, but yes, it is an art. It is an art. Is it a fully creative field? Not necessarily, because you're respecting a form, an old form. But that being said, it's a job in the arts. My days are filled with creativity. So are we carpenters or are we artists? You know what? But it's it's somewhere in between the two.